There's a lot at stake in how we end this war. It makes a big difference how we end this war. And it makes a big difference to tell the American people the truth about what our options are in ending this war. If tomorrow the order goes out from I'm President of the United States, I issue an order, end the war today, begin to withdraw all American troops. It will take a year to get the American troops out. Do you hear me now? That's the truth. It will take a year to get them physically out. Now, if you leave all the equipment behind, you might be able to do it in 7 months. And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine.
The withdrawal from Afghanistan can only be described in 3 words: catastrophic, deadly, and avoidable.
Many of these boxes supplied by the Americans hadn't even been opened before the Taliban got hold of them. The Taliban resurgence appears to have real momentum, and that's worrying for the Afghan government and its international allies, who are now watching all the military hardware they handed over ending up in the hands of the group they're meant to be used against.
Whoa. Can anyone believe that the Taliban wants peace when you've got all these weapons now?
Most of the time we don't rely on all of this, we just rely on Allah. But it does help us a lot, and it's given us a lot of new weapons we can use in battle. Of course we want peace. All people want peace here, but the government doesn't want peace with us.
From this base alone, the Taliban say they seized about 900 guns, 30 Humvees and 20 army pickup trucks.
It's a whole pile of destroyed vehicles, military vehicles there, and a huge area that they've managed to take over. I think the Taliban will see this and view this as a substantial victory.
The Biden administration this week cleared the way for the release of 5 American citizens detained in Iran by issuing a blanket waiver for international banks to transfer, get this, $6 billion, that's billion with a B, in frozen Iranian assets.
A few moments later.
Mr. President, there had not been a U.S. service member killed in combat in Afghanistan since February of 2020. You set a deadline, you pulled troops out, you sent troops back in, and now 12 Marines are dead. You said the buck stops with you. Do you bear any responsibility for the way that things have unfolded in the last 2 weeks?
Damn, I know I shouldn't have called on this. I shouldn't have called on you because you always kind of distract with things like the war and skirt all the real issues.
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened.
Do you think that people have an issue with pulling out of Afghanistan or just the way that things have happened?
I think they have an issue that people are likely to get hurt. Some, as we've seen, have gotten killed, and that it is messy. Imagine where we'd be if I had indicated on May the 1st I was not going to renegotiate an evacuation date. We were going to stay there. I'd have only one alternative: pour thousands of more troops back into Afghanistan. Ladies and gentlemen, it was time to end a 20-year war. Thank you so much.